Hello, on a nice summer day in March. I'm sitting here in my room and music, so I have to get up and get outside and do something in the garden. But first, I want to make this video. I purchased some new stuff and I want to share it with you. First, I bought this CD from Genesis. As I told in the previous video, that I had read a book from Phil Collins, and this CD came up. I have a lot of stuff from Genesis. But this is for people who don't have a lot of Genesis, a very nice way to get in to Genesis. It's a triple CD, and you see here the photo from very many years ago and a more recent photo from Phil Collins, Tony Banks, Steve Hackett, Peter Gabriel and Michael Rutherford. A 3 CD set with some liner notes. And here are all the tracks from very recent 2014-15, but from very old Genesis, new Genesis, and stuff from the people from the solo projects, and they made a lot of music, the Genesis and the members of Genesis. So very nice to get in. €9. It was a new CD, but on Discogs I see for €3-4. So if you like physical stuff and you don't have anything from Genesis, nice way to start. Then from the vinyl, went to a small record fair in the town here. I saw this one, Keith Emerson, with a nice, and I thought yes, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Keith Emerson, let's try this one. Gatefold. I listened to it once and I must say I was surprised that it was very much like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but with other members. Very nice. From the fans from Emerson, Lake Palmer, they already will have it, but for people who don't know this one and like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, check this out. Then a nice issue of release from Primus. I went to Primus when this came out. I went to a concert. This is a 10 years edition. It was a nice album for me, but I like the older stuff with Tommy the Cat and etc. Very nice, funky stuff. But I saw this one, I bought it, and I thought, yeah, well, it's a very nice album. After 10 years, maybe I like it more than when it came out. Green Morgahide. Very nice cover, greenish gatefold. I will show you the inserts. This is the hype sticker Primus deluxe edition with some relief here on the front. This is the back side. There's nothing special, and the first track kicks it right in. Prelude. No, the second track. Sorry, Hennep Quarrel. Very nice. So let's see, this is the inner sleeves with the lyrics. Photograph from the guys, 3 guys band. Yeah, I spoke to someone who said it's a very nice band, but they don't show often at live concerts. Maybe it's true. There's a download code also in here. And now for the vinyl, I show you one. Very nice green vinyl and very nicely priced also. So if you like a little bit funky stuff, you like vinyl, you like colored vinyl, this is the one to get. Primus. Another album I bought is this one, something quite different, embossed sleeve, and this is the album from Magma. If you know my videos, I have made a few of Magma. This is the 3rd release from them, and maybe the most known album. Most people like it the most. It's Mechanic Destructive Commando MDK gatefold. Here the texts, and here you see here the lyrics with the made of the language from Christian von der. Very repetitive music, it's not drony, but kind of drony because it's repeating itself on and on. And as I said in previous video, if you get into it, it's very addicting, but it can also be very annoying. 1973 album. This is a Music on Vinyl re-release. It came out just a few weeks ago. 2,000 copies. This I have 594. I don't know if you can read it here. Here you see the text Herz für den Steken West, kind of German sounding language, but it's not existing language. With some very nice musicians. Yannick Top, the bassist. It's nice because his son is playing now in Magma. Klaus Blaswitz, very nice voice. If you don't know this Magma, maybe not a good way to get into Magma, but if you get into it, this is a very nice album. Here, a hype sticker. And it's on copper vinyl. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the difference between gold and copper, but this is called copper. So only 2,000 copies are made of this one. Nice album from Magma. The next one I bought, I think this is the Mothers, Frank Zappa with the Mothers. I think a 1970 album. Weasels Ripped My Flesh. Yeah, what to say about Zappa? Very good, of course. I'm still, when I'm going to a record shop, I'm watching if there's some Frank Zappa record, because the re-releases are very nice, very good mastering, very good sounding records. The price is not that high if you a little bit into Zappa and into good sounding records. Bunny Gruntman is remastering this. I don't know if he does the mastering all by himself, because there's a lot of Bunny Gruntman mastered albums, but when when you buy a Frank Zappa record, you are almost sure that it's sounding very well. And yeah, special. I think this is a very good one. I don't know if I like the period with the Mothers very much, and a lot of fans are maybe thinking, well, no, you don't like that, but I'm more into the later Frank Zappa. But this is a very nice album. This is I don't know if the re-release date is here, 1970. No, I don't see that very fast. So Frank Zappa, and you see here that the price I paid, new album. So that's what I mean, 21 euros, very nice. The last one I bought is this one, the Pink Floyd album. I think well known. The first and the last with Syd Barrett, if I'm correct. 1967, so I was counting 55 years ago. I was 2 years old, 1 year old then, and still re-releases from this album. This is the mono release. It's not a gatefold. It's nicely done. Here's the hype sticker. I put it in the back. It's the same release as the Record Store Day, I think 2020, and the Record Store Day release is 60-70 euros in Discog. Doesn't mean that it's that worth, but this is a re-release, 25-26 euros you can get it. Yeah, a mono release, and I listened to it, and I think it's sounding great, and I don't know if I can hear the difference between the mono and the stereo. I have this on CD. I don't have this on a vinyl album in stereo, but very nice. And for the Pink Floyd, of course, maybe you must have, if you don't have the Record Store Day by then. What I like is this piece. The old gatefold was made like this one, and now this only shadow. So they made it very nicely priced. Is it a good album? Yes, I think so. The two tracks, standout tracks for me, are Astronomy Domino and Instellar Overdrive. This is also kind of Pink Floyd I know in the early years, and I like. So on Columbia, 180 grams of vinyl, very nicely made, very nicely priced, very nicely sounding. So that was my purchase in the last 2-3 weeks. Looking out for the Records Fair is coming here in Den Bosch in April. It's from Utrecht. It's going to Den Bosch, and the greatest vinyl fair in the world, they say. So I will go there, and maybe I don't buy anything until then. It's, I think, 8th and 9th of April. So I'm going out in the sun and working in the garden, and leave the music behind for a little bit, and I hope you enjoy your music again, and until next time, bye bye.